Here we are, leaving at stupid o'clock. Got to do it to get there. Look at that, sun's not even up. Looks like it's going to be a beautiful day. And here we are, coming out into the Burnett River. Okay, that's the basin I've just come out of. Looking back towards Port Bundaberg, you can see the blue lead lights there flashing. I'm sort of staying right over at the moment. I don't need to be in the middle, just in case somebody else comes. Can't see anybody, but never assume, right? It is a shipping port, so the first light is starting to make itself known. You can see the lead lights going out here, like a highway coming through. That's a very shallow area as far as shipping is concerned. Yeah, so we're going to go out probably to the third or fourth, and we're going to hang a left. So some stage out there, I'll pull up the sails. Yeah, and then we should have the wind, hopefully not right on the clacker today, but it will swing around further to the east, which is generally not preferred, but it doesn't seem to be kicking up much of a swell, so thought we might as well go with it. Well, yeah, that's why it's on the clacker, or hopefully not. Anyway, you can just see the Burnett Heads lighthouse there at the end. It's a pretty basic square structure. Okay, outside the Burnett Heads lighthouse now. That coastline, if you saw the video from yesterday, is where I rode. Okay, so that's where I did the e-scooter ride yesterday, down to Boat Harbour, down up by the point down there somewhere. The sky's getting lighter. Just got thrown all over the place by that fishing boat. There's actually a catamaran that was out here. I noticed he was on the, he must have anchored out here overnight. Because he still had his anchor light when I came out of the basin, but he's on his way now. So, yeah, we're all rushing north. And here's the sun. And finally managed to get the sails up. Yeah, it was pretty rolly out there, and out on the foredeck was fun. Yeah, just trying to keep the boat dead into the wind. It was just wandering a bit even on the autopilot, so that's okay, we're on our way. Yeah, right on the clacker to start with, but it will veer around, so we will roll with it. I need a coffee. Good morning, it's day 118 of Peter and Doxie sailing from New South Wales to Queensland, and we've just left Port Bundaberg, Burnett Heads, on our way to Bustard Bay, possibly 1770. We will see how that goes. So heading north at the moment, light breeze coming through. I'm wing on wing, or goose winged, or whichever way you want to call that these days. And it's going to be probably around about a 12-hour run. So let's see how that goes. The sun is up. It's supposed to be a nice day. So I welcome that. And that's Burnett Heads just behind us now as we get on our way. Okay, looking back to Boat Harbour along the coastline there I went yesterday. If you look in the background, you can see the hummock with two aerials on it. Burnett Heads lighthouse. Just jobbed, what a damn shame. We're heading down to Bustard Bay, or up to, if you're thinking north-south, up and down. Yeah, I think I can see Round Hill there, which is where 1770 is. I'm not sure if you can see that, because I can barely see it. Looking back again at Burnett Heads and the hummock in the distance. And we're just turning around this little bulge in the shore, and pretty well now on course, which we'll follow for the rest of the day. We're heading 320. That is not Round Hill over there, as I didn't think it would be, because there's no way it'd be that close. So we're not wing on wing anymore. The wind is veered. Well, we've actually turned slightly left. but the wind's also coming a little bit more from inshore at the moment, so not having to balance wing on wing, which is quite nice. We're doing 4.2, 4.3 knots, quite happy with that. Yes, I've got a reef in here, only one reef, because it will come up later possibly, and I just sailing off the wind like this on a nice broad reach, sitting quite comfortably. The jib's probably doing most of the work, so just full bellied at the moment, which is nice. Catamaran, which I thought was going my way, is actually going to Lady Musgrave by the looks of it, way up on the horizon. Sunshine, oh, it's starting to feel nice and warm. My coffee's stacked up. So back to wing on wing. It is 10:39 a.m. Wind is as forecast, supposed to swing more around to the southeast, which I believe it is doing now. So yeah, we got in a bit of a doldrums there for a while, doing only around 3 knots, so it's put our average back a bit. Yeah, it's just a bit below. Just get sorted out. There we go. Beautiful day out here. Just saw those whales, so I don't feel hard done by now. Had a whale fix. And yeah, not sure what these guys are doing. They look like they turned around or something. Got turned around. Maybe they found the lost dinghy out here. Yeah, apparently there is a lost dinghy floating around out here, 4.1 meters, I think, with a 50 horsepower outboard on the back. So I think they'd be pretty keen to find that. Lost somewhere between Burnett Heads and Lady Musgrave Island. So the only thing I can assume is that it slipped its tie in the night. They've been dragging it behind them. So yeah, I'm sure they'd be pretty keen to find that again, but I'd say they'd be well north of here by now. The wind's been fairly consistently from the south quarter, half, whatever you want to call it. Looking back, not much to see anymore. boat back there. Bundy's pretty well disappeared. Very flat, so obviously it can't be seen from very far away. And just looking inland now. I can't remember the name of that. This is something or other national park. I'm not sure what the peak's called. Maps tend to tell you everything except for that. At least the ones I'm looking at, which is on me, I guess. Anyway, yeah, very flat along the coastal fringe, and yeah, you don't get any high ground until you go further inland. Yeah, the wind's swinging around a bit, so I keep losing the wing on wing. Underneath the jib there, you should be able to see Round Hill, which is where 1770 is. So yeah, very, very pleasant out here. It's warm. This is the kind of sailing I came for. Okay, still managing to stay a wing on wing on this time. It's been quite a while actually, so the wind is slowly going around to the east of south, but I'm still managing to hold this configuration at this time. Just got a catamaran overtaking me. Actually feels good, though. It took them quite a while to do so actually. It's some big tight up. So yeah, the wind's come back in again, and my eye hasn't, obviously. Yeah, so we're over 4 knots again. We had a bit of a lull, but the forecast is for it to come back more for the southeast. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I've just logged off with Marine Rescue Bundaberg. Here I'm basically abeam a place called Baffle Creek, and I've now logged on with Round Hill, which is located at 1770. So you can see there's a bit more activity out here now. A few more whitecaps. It got quite calm for a while. So yeah, going along quite nicely. And the coast is starting to curve back towards us again. That's the Matchbox Range in the distance, all part of the Deepwater National Park. Beginnings of Agnes Water. You can see some rooftop reflections. I think there's a resort there or something too. So yeah, coast is getting closer. I can actually make out the trees and stuff individually now. Aerial on the top. That's the tower. That's the telephone tower. I should check my reception. Not that it's been bad, but yeah. Anyway, you can see the point out there, Round Hill Point, As soon as I say that, it disappears. There we go. We've been sitting around 5 knots actually, quite comfortably for quite some time. So we're not complaining about that. Well, there's not even any wildlife or anything to complain to. So I'll just keep it to myself. It's actually been a very good run. So far, so good. Round head, just up ahead. It's round. Heading closer. Agnes Water. Can't really see it into the sun. You can see a bit of glinting of stuff. There you go. Up closer, a glinting of stuff. And I think we're less than 4 nautical miles to the point now. Seen a few whales breaching further out. The evening frolic, as it were. But nothing up close. It's this morning. Just going better view of Agnes Water now that the sun's not in the face. That long beach, that cliff, all the way along out to the point somewhere there. Jesus, hang on, I'm throwing out the boat. I remember we did a long beach walk there last year when I was there. Pure cussedness, because I walked from 1770 to Agnes Water Road, and I was damned I was going to walk back the same way. So I'm glad I did that. It was a nice walk actually, ending on a bit of a bush track, coming up to the point there, where you sort of climb back up through various tracks to end up in the housing estate. Round Hill Head, every now and then. There it is. Getting close now, just riding the edge of pointing in far enough, but having the jib flapping. So you may try wing on wing, but there's a bit of a constricted space here, really. So anyway, that's the seaside of 1770. If you go across the other side, of course, which we will see in a little while, unless it's dark by then. Round Hill Head. Okay, well there are the markers for 1770, which we now know don't mean diddly squat until you're up there. Before then you're on your own. So just going to head wide here. I know the yacht I was following before, it looked like it was heading north, and then all of a sudden he pulled his sails down and he's come in under power, and it looks like he's gone in. So I think we'll go and have a look. And now the sunny side, and into 1770 itself. Just go down and get out of this turbulence. It's a little bit hectic out here. Alright, just tracking in now, finding the channel in. We're going to beat this guy, hopefully. And incidentally, you absolutely cannot beat a 1770 sunset. 6.8. Damn, I just missed it. I can see the people up there on the sandbar having their sunset cruise. I can't see them now, they're behind the boat. Very good. Now, gotta find a place to anchor before it gets dark. I think I'll go further up if I can. Gee, the campground looks pretty full. There's a lot of people around. Small boat, big flag. I'm just trying to remember if that was the lady with the Dutch flag last time. Huh, it really is. Feels like coming home. Got enough time here. That and Tin Can Bay. Well, that was a big day. 12 and a half hours logged there, so pretty much as expected. So it's amazing. I thought I was well in front of the curve, but yeah, I guess being over the average speed for a while made up for the slow parts, like coming out of Burnett Heads and, all that fiddle-faddling of putting the sail up when you're not doing your average speed. Anyway, I've actually made it back into 1770. So feeling good about that. It's sort of like, yeah, I've got that off my chest, as it were. But yeah, it's just nice to be in the shelter in here too. So very good. Literally got anchored and stuff just before darkness fell. So the timing couldn't have been more perfect. And of course, because the engine's been running, I've just had a hot shower. Yay! Everybody around here will be pleased too, no doubt. So yeah, I'll see what happens in the next day or two. I'm not sure how long I'll stay here. We'll see about that. I would like to continue on to Pancake Creek from here, which is probably only 2-3 hours away. So that would be a nice, pleasant little sail, and apparently a beautiful place, which I have not yet been to. But yeah, I might reacquaint myself with the area here. Looked out for some familiar boats, but didn't see any. Yeah, anyway, I'll try harder to contact tomorrow, but right now I just need to get to, I've just had my dinner, had a nice hot shower. I will kick back a little while and then get some sleep. I'm tired. Anyway, thanks for coming along on the ride. So yeah, feel free to share it, like it, and love to hear your comments. I'll probably say some zany stuff along the way, so stuff that might not be correct either. So let me know. And yeah, if you haven't, subscribe. This will keep going. This is Dawn Raider.